Okay, let's talk about a word that makes most of us, well, a little uncomfortable: conflict. But what if, by the end of our chat today, you don't just see conflict differently? What if you see it as a tool you can actually master? Let's dive in.
So let's just start with this big question. Is conflict always a bad thing? I mean, our gut reaction is probably, yeah, of course, right? We're basically programmed to want harmony and avoid friction whenever possible. But here's a thought. What if that instinct to run away from conflict is the very thing holding us back from growing?
You know that feeling, that knot in your stomach the second a disagreement pops up? That's our classic fight or flight response just doing its thing. We see conflict as a sign that things are breaking down, but what if we have it all backward? What if conflict isn't a breakdown at all, but a breakthrough, just waiting to happen? And the only thing we're missing are the right tools to unlock it.
And this is where we get practical. We're not just talking about some feel-good abstract idea. There's actually a structured, psychological approach for turning these disagreements into real progress, and it's called the cooperative theory.
So what is it exactly? Well, the cooperative conflict theory completely reframes the entire situation. Instead of seeing two people on opposite sides of an issue, it puts them on the very same side. It's you and me working together against the problem to find a solution that's a win for both of us.
This here really shows that mental shift in action. On the left, that's our default mode, right? Conflict is a competition. There's a winner and there's a loser. It's a zero-sum game. But look over on the right at the cooperative goal. The whole game changes. It's not about one person winning over the other. It's about both of you teaming up to solve the puzzle together.
But how do you even get to that collaborative place? Well, it all starts in your head. It starts with your mindset. To make any of this work, you've got to first adopt what's known as a conflict-positive mindset. And this is that huge shift in attitude we were just talking about.
Now, being conflict positive doesn't mean you go around looking for arguments. Not at all. It just means you start to believe that disagreements, when you handle them the right way, are actually an engine for growth. They can spark better ideas, build stronger solutions, and honestly, lead to deeper relationships. It's about seeing conflict not as a failure of communication, but as a really important part of the conversation.
So you might be thinking, okay, this sounds great, but how do we actually do it? Well, this framework gives us some very specific psychological techniques to help guide us. These aren't just ideas, they're actual, practical tools for getting to a resolution.
Two of the most powerful tools in the toolbox are mediation and arbitration. Think of it like this. In mediation, you bring in a neutral third person who helps the two of you talk it out. They act like a guide, helping you find your own solution, kind of like a couples therapist. But in arbitration, that third person acts more like a judge. They listen to both sides, and then they make the final decision. And knowing when you need a guide versus a judge, well, that's absolutely crucial. So, when you bring all of these different pieces together, you get a really powerful toolkit for resolving conflict. It all starts with that big picture idea, the cooperative theory. It's powered by that conflict-positive mindset, and then it's put into action with real skills like mediation and arbitration. Okay, so we've got the theory and we've got the tools, but how in the world do you use them when emotions are running high and things are tense? That's where having a clear step-by-step process is a lifesaver. It can guide you from the heat of the moment all the way to a cool, collaborative solution. And here's the roadmap for that. First, you start with preparation. You don't just jump in, you actually think and analyze first. Then you move into a dialogue that's structured for listening, not just for talking over each other. From there, it's all about creativity, exploring solutions where brand new possibilities can come to light. And it all leads to that final step, reaching an agreement that truly works for everyone.
You see, this four-step process is basically the engine that makes the whole theory work in the real world. It's the bridge that takes you from thinking cooperatively in your head to actually achieving a constructive outcome in real life.
So if there's one crucial thing to take away from all of this, it's this. Life is always going to have conflict. This approach doesn't promise a magical world with no disagreements. Instead, what it does is give you the tools to face it, to manage it, and to turn it into something positive. The goal here isn't elimination, it's mastery. So I want to leave you with this question to chew on. Think about one conflict that's going on in your life right now, big or small. What would change if you could stop seeing the other person as your opponent and start seeing the problem as your shared opponent? Just think about what new solutions might suddenly become possible.